Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday Night Winston Cup Series. I'm your host, Shawn with my partner from California, Milt Minter Jr., and we're at California Speedway, home track for our broadcast partner here. How you doing, Milty?
Excellent, man. Friday night. Don't have to work tomorrow. We got racing. We got California Dreamin going on here, and we got 34 cars made qualifying. Well, not all of them made qualifying times, but in this race tonight, three new drivers that we haven't seen, and of course the seasoned, sizzled veterans here. So we're going to get it on here in California.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that top six, my goodness, how many wins and championships are among that crew right there? Ken Shea on the pole, Slim Jim Gately, Mark DeSenza, Jeff Hale, Matt Watkins, Ken Hansen. And chasing them, we got Rick Castle continues his strong qualifying runs, and Bill Yarborough, Chris Beckman, Matt Ace moving up there. Nice top 10 qualifying run there. Fairly new arrival here at FSB. Jason Hall made his debut last night. Yeah, Jason Hall made his debut last night in the trucks at Las Vegas. He's out here again tonight. 714. I thought it was a Babe Ruth reference. That's how many home runs Babe Ruth hit. Yeah, it turns out it was just area code.
He's in the 714.
714. We already got people checking in chat. Matthew Wandry, he's on the track, and he's there starting 26th on the grid in the 08 car. He's tuned in tonight. Good to see you there, Matt, and good luck, buddy. Brian Rodriguez, Wayne Gately, Doris Gately. We got the Gately fan club out. Always good to see you guys. And absolutely, see your boys there on the outside pole.
Absolutely. Rooting for the defending champion.
And there is one of our new cars there. Look at that really slick looking number 6 car. Black and silver, reminiscent of the Gray Ghost. Husky paint scheme there. The number 6 for Warren. Is that Warren Johnson? Yes, Warren Johnson.
You know about the Gray Ghost? You're not a road racing guy, dude.
The Gray Ghost was Buddy Baker's car that set the record that still stands.
There's another Gray Ghost, man.
Oh no, Buddy Baker in 1980, 82. He won the Daytona 500 with a time that is still the record because it went caution free. And obviously, it's not going to go caution free again with the stage racing. But yeah, that was a famous car.
There was also a Gray Ghost. Can't remember what year, like 65, 66. Oldsmobile. That was badass road racing car back in the day.
Absolutely. Brian Rodriguez wants to know who we cheering for in Sunday's Homestead race. Man, that place is like that could be a crapshoot, but hard to tell. They haven't really been on a speedway this season in the real deal. So
well, the last time they were there, Chase Elliott won.
Yeah, last time we were there. No, that was Phoenix actually. That was Phoenix.
Yeah, that's right. That was Phoenix. Okay, then I'm going to change my thought. I'm going to go with the Bakersfield, California boy. I'm going to go with Kevin Harvick.
Gonna go with Kevin Harvick. I'm going to go, you know what? If we're going to go homers, I'm going to go MTJ. Martin Truex. He's won there before.
Debbie Patton in the house. Michael Moore. Yeah, we get some serious interaction here. Yeah, please, interact with us, and we will interact back with you.
If we notice, I am looking at 3 monitors at once here most of the night, and you see we got a pretty full field. You see there's that camera 2, myself, Milty. We're not running. I don't know if Den's gonna run. He sometimes runs California, but 39 entries in the server and take out about 4 of those. We're looking at maybe 35, 34 cars starting this race. It's gonna be a big field. It's a big track, and it's a fast track.
One of the houses that Roger Penske built,
Absolutely. It's kind of a clone of Michigan. Yeah, if you just look at the outline of the track, it looks like it's a clone of Michigan, but it's a steeper banking, and it's a total different transition off of turn 2, which makes it feel and race a whole lot different from Michigan.
Well,
but also, a bit of a snap loose.
Like win this race Tuesday night?
Yes, I did win the chicken run, the warm up series, in the Aero 88s on Tuesday night.
So this
here
guy
in
can
California.
talk and he can drive. He sent me a picture.
I did,
Win
because
number 92 in this league.
that
That's
was
very
100
impressive,
actually.
bro.
That was
What?
number 100. We're looking at car 92.
Oh, so you only got about 115 to go to catch me.
You only 115 to go to catch Milt. You only about 600 to go to catch Matt Watkins.
Yeah, exactly.
Or probably this guy here, number 52. Where's Jim Ray? Tell him Dent's in the house.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where is Dent starting this one? Did he take a provisional, or is he, there you go. Rick Johnson starting 15th there. We're starting to look like Rockridge again. We got 3 Johnsons in the field tonight. There was a time we regularly started.
Johnson and Johnson, or you could go with the Die Hard reference, you know. His name's Johnson, my name's Johnson. We're not related.
We used to have like 5 Johnsons on Friday nights. It was, we had Nicole Johnson, Isaac Johnson, Brian Johnson, Rick Johnson. I think another one when I came along. So we used to joke that it was the Rockridge contingent. You see these guys practicing pit stops.
Athena loves Michael Moore. That's going to be Athena like a place, right?
I think, I don't know, or maybe it's, the goddess. It's good to have that on your side.
Absolutely. Well, this is Pro
Studio
Sim Racing, and these guys are really good. And you're about to see a show here. Big field, like you were talking before we got on here about the setup. It's really good setup, but a little bit on the loose side to start. So these 34 cars are going to have to get going and stay out of trouble, get in line, and then duke it out,
Absolutely. I recommend dragging the brake through turn 1 and 2, the first lap, maybe the first 2 laps. Just keep that car settled down, and once you get the tires worn in, this thing's really racy. We were going at it, crazy in the last 20 laps or so on Tuesday.
I'd throw a shout out to Customs Building Products. There, I got to go to a training thing, and you pay a lot of booze, so. and it was a lot of fun. And custom building products there. So,
well, Brian Rodriguez says my studio here looks like the Dirty Mo. I would aspire to that. I don't really have the space or funds for that, but I got a few signs off Amazon. Yep, I don't have the cars in the frame. They're up on the shelf above. Got to represent Alan Kowicki, of course.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to look at these new guys. Been watching Warren Johnson. Got great paint right off the bat. New, looks professional. Looks like knows what he's doing. We'll have to see. He's going to be starting towards the back here.
Well, we got to... do we dare make our picks in this enormous field tonight?
Well, we're going to pick. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go Rick Johnson just because he showed up tonight. He likes this track, and he's qualified well, and I think he's pretty serious here. He's the co-goat.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the guy I was battling there at the end, who came in second, right on my door Tuesday night on the 41 of Chris Beckman. Took a little break there for his birthday, and he's back and he's looking fast as ever. And
guess what?
He definitely
showed up in the booth.
He just pops in right. His ears must have been burning.
He's in the race car.
In the booth and the race car.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, your broadcaster jinx exemption has expired, and I just picked you. Sorry, bud.
Oh, sure. You picked me and you beat me in the race on Tuesday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know you're fast because you were right there. And you already know what to expect from this car. Yep. Like I was telling the guys, you got to you got to watch first couple laps here, and I'm sure you're aware of that, and you're going to be on your toes.
Yep, 10-4, guys. Have a good race. I'll
yeah,
sure I'll
you
talk
too,
to you
bud.
here in a
Good
bit.
luck, Chris.
All right, good luck.
Looking
Yeah,
forward to
thanks.
some good in-car driver talk there from the 41, Chris Beckman.
Meanwhile, the pace car is off. And Ken Shea and Slim
Ken
Jim
Shea in the
Gately.
Super B takes them down, and there they go.
And we are green at California Motor Speedway.
Slim Jim Gately's been qualifying up front. The defending world champion here at FSB. He's got his buddy on his 6 there, 29 of Jeff Hale. Mark DeCinza up there again, and Matt Watkins deciding to qualify. You know, my coworker George has been asking me, this guy, I've been watching him for a while. He can start in the front or the back, but always seems like, okay, he's in 20th, he's in 10th. Well, tonight he's starting there. Let's see what he do. Ken Hansen with a good qualifying run, starting up there. Just kind of wanted to get in line. This is a good track for Ken.
But they're all good tracks for Ken.
Yarborough behind him, Rick Castle, and then our in-car reporter, 41 of Chris Beckman, the 19 of Matt Ace. Stroker Ace is still needing to get some paint there, but he is, looks like, on my end, he's on the Amco hooker car there, hooker headers.
Yeah, default purple for me right now. We got some clarification on Athena. That is Athena, Oregon. I should have guessed as much. That is where Mr. Moore hails from.
Oh, wow. The 83 is Steve Weber. In 12th, 13th, the 51, Dave Jandry. The 714, he in the 7-1 phone, Jason Hall. Getting it going there. Great start for these guys, very patient. Johnny Five Fingers Doucette. Wisman in the 34, Rick Johnson back in 16th. He's biding his time right now. Ryan Johnson, Greg Palmer, Dave Ellens. The 08 and another applicant, Matthew Laundry, the P20 there. All I'm racing on Friday night on TV. Will Farmer, we haven't seen him. He's chasing the In-N-Out burger. Yummy. Oh my gosh, I love those. Matt Stewart.
Yeah, Will Farmer's been away from Friday nights for a bit here.
Brian Lovell with
back.
another new paint job. He's got some really cool paint there. Oh, man. And the 8-car, Dino Francisconi, the brother of Dan Francisconi, Sconi.com. You got to check that out. Paralyzed from the neck down, still managed to sim race. And he was in
Dino,
practice
a little
today.
loose off too.
The field spreading back, all the way back. Kevin Mays and T.G. Reese.
There we got a view of the hood of that 043. It's for Armed Forces Day, honoring the 5 branches of the military. That's what that scheme's all about there.
That's bad. Badass right there. Ken Shea leading them down, and when Ken Shea qualifies well and he gets out in front, he's a hard man to beat. He likes it out front. He pits better when he's out front. He executes better, and when he's bad fast, he's bad fast, and that's Super B.
Got some fresh paint there on that 08 of Matthew Laundry. His roof number's upside down, at least for Speedway racing there. It looks like an 80, but it's 08 on the doors. And he's probably the only plain white car out there, so he actually kind of stands out.
Nose to tail up at the front. These guys are cruising. They're drafting. You know, so what's the pit window here?
About
this is
24.
this is a 2 mile or 2.5 mile.
It's a 2-mile track. It's about 20 to 24.
I was telling my coworkers, you know, when we left, when I get on tonight, you know, I'm sure I'm going to get the feel right, and Shawn's going to correct me, you know. But I got it right.
Slim Jim swinging a little high there, gets his teammate Jeff Hale underneath.
Let's get a little in-car here. And
That's what I was
looks
looking
like
for.
they're
I think
just
I'll
driving
go.
around, folks. But this is serious stuff here. Professional sim racing at its best.
Let's go inside with the co-goat, as you call him, Mr. Matt Watkins, your points leader. And you see them slice and dice, and they're going to go 3 wide up the front stretch here.
Look at that. Somebody on your 6, somebody all around you, and somebody in front of you. No problem. They kind of fan out on the straightaway. Coming out of turn 4, okay, we're in turn 2 right now.
You can see that little wiggle. You see that little wiggle
with the palm trees.
As you see Mark Descends' little wiggle and loss of momentum, that's something that can happen when you get stuck on the bottom coming off too. I mean, we're getting into the run, but still fairly early.
Passing zone right there, yeah.
And you also watch going into 1. There's a lot of different angles you can take in there. The best one is to go high. Also. Yeah, turn 3 is a little different there, but definitely a lot of angles to take here into 1. Looks like they're pretty much single file this time. But when it gets down to it, you'll see guys trying to, you know, shortcut that D oval and get down there and enter low in turn 1. It kills your intro momentum.
In the center of the corner, going down the back straight. These cars have got about 700 horsepower. Matt Watkins 178 miles an hour. Just lifting, like you said, riding the brake maybe the first few laps because you don't want that rear end to come around. And you're just tapping it, but after that, it's all just gas pedal, no brake.
Yeah, we got a clean start here. I was a little worried about that, as loose as this is on the start with 30-some-odd cars. So great start for these guys. And, yeah, these tires should be in now. We're a third of the way, or almost halfway into a run. You see Jeff Hale makes that bottom work a little better off, too, that time. Matt Watkins still just biding his time back there. Great view of how the momentum works out differently.
The draft, you get speed on the draft. His best lap was the 40.052. Still this early, they're still in the 40s, and a little bit of bobble there from the 3 and the 49 has to check up, and Matt Watkins takes that spot.
Very patiently picking his way up through the field, as always, Mr. Matt Watkins.
He's
pushing out.
He's a grabber on the wheel. He's not a soft hand guy where he, you know, like line drive. Some, you know, they say, you know, keep your hands soft on the wheel, but Matt really grabs the heck out of that wheel and drives it hard. But yeah, on a track like this, you can't do that. You have to be rhythm and flow because you lose
I subscribe.
Momentum. You know.
We got caution on the speedway here at lap 12, but as I was starting to say, I subscribe to the theory, the other theory, what you were saying, the soft wheel. Very easy, gentle, small movements, especially at a big track like this. And we'll have to find what the source of this caution is as we pick up the FSB pace car on the backstretch.
Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
Oh, looks like... Wow. Okay, we're going to watch this from Chet Barkin's view first.
Oh, my gosh.
So, see the 08, we mentioned Matthew Wandry with that fresh paint. Well, he scuffed it up a bit. He got stuck on the wall, and it pops off. And look how close this is for Chet Barkin.
STP.
Yikes!
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
So I imagine the 68 will be...
Edge, he's going to have to change his chonies right there, I think.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain the 68 is going to pit for tires, fuel, and shorts after that one. So here we'll get a solo view of the 08. A little blink going in there. I wonder if there was a hardware issue, but he just pushes up the track, and sometimes when you get up against that wall, it sucks you in, and you try to pull it off, and you pop and spin just like you did there.
Yeah, with these pro setups they have, you're trying not to put too much wheel input, but coming out of turn 4 right there, that's an area where the car could just, once it gets out of that dark patch area, as everybody pits, leader down pit road. Ken Shea, let's see, 2 tires on the right side for the Bumblebee, 4 tires for everybody. They're not messing around. Is everybody going to try 2? No, I don't think so. All 4 tires.
I would not. Halfway through a run at California, you do not want to, especially that 14 of 100. Yeah, anybody who took 2 this time is crazy.
Professional sim race, professional stops. No real issues for any of those teams that I could see in the top 15 or 20 there.
Let's keep the scanner up, look for those end of longest line penalties, and I'm not seeing any yet.
Nothing yet on the scanner. And these new guys, FSB has this, set types of rules. SDP pal.
Yeah, well, he didn't hit.
The racer's edge.
That's more like STP. Wow. Dave Ellens apparently got dropped on the start of the race here. He's been having hardware issues, and unfortunately it bit him again tonight. Currently 4 laps down, will be the recipient of the free pass this time.
That is the thing about internet racing. You have random failures in the sim, and you also have internet stuff, that can happen to you. Last week, Slim Jim Gately was really hampered the first half of the race with internet issues, and then it cleared up, and he got to going. But tonight looks like he's got a solid connection for the champ.
Ryan Rodriguez, looks like he retracted the message, but he was asking if we were ever going to run the short track when they, if a version is ever made for this game, and it's a possibility. There's talk of turning this giant 2-mile facility into a short track out there in California.
Really?
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I like this track.
Well,
I understand
why don't you
it's
leave
redundant.
it the way it is and build a short track somewhere else in LA,
Well, that's the thing. Where else are you going to build a short track in LA? The situation they're running into is that the land is worth more.
Actually, if you want my opinion, I think they should go to Willow Springs and run that track.
That's that road course, right?
The great Ken Miles ran, and where my dad ran a lot, and in the movie Ford vs. Ferrari, you see it. Get them out there and let them. Or build a short track out there. There's plenty of desert out there in Willow Springs. Build a short track right next to it.
You could probably configure a short track on the grounds of Sonoma. There's enough space there. They already got a drag strip. Half of it's a hairpin
it's
already.
Desert, so maybe it'll kill the corona. I don't know. I'm still hoping I can go to the Long Beach Grand Prix, and still waiting to buy tickets for September, but I don't know. I'm not. We'll see.
Yep. Meanwhile, lights are off on the FSB Firebird pace car, signifying us going back to green this next lap by. Again, Dave Ellens, your only car a lap down, 4 laps down, will get the free pass. Bringing him to 3 laps down. Man, if this breeds cautions, that may play into his hands. But
well, we saw Matt Watkins do that before. In fact, he did recently, or he got his laps back. We have the lucky dog here. It's not built into the sim, but Ryan Johnson, the admin, and the admins of FSB are able to do that with the technology from the sim. And
whoa, we got a problem in the backstretch.
Dave Ellens slowing down.
Major problem on the backstretch. Lights are back on the pace car as Yeah, something crazy happened with the 19 of Matt Ace. Looks like another hardware issue here. So here on the backstretch under caution, Matt Ace in that 19 starts blinking, and it looks like he sticks to the wall.
Oh my gosh. And takes out some cars. Rick Johnson and the 83.
I don't know if Rick Johnson got a solid piece of that. 83 definitely did.
They were going real slow,
yeah.
so there shouldn't be too much damage or any for these guys, but that was a severe warp issue. Like we were talking about internet racing, the 19 car is definitely got some ping issues. We'll have to see if he settles down, or if he's going to have to park it.
Yeah, looking over the 52, he looks okay. I think the 83 might be okay too. We'll see.
It's very slow contact, and with the warping, a lot of times, sometimes in the sim racing, you don't get damage, significant damage.
83 heading down pit road, so he got something from that.
Yeah, tough luck for the big cactus there from Arizona, a former world champion here at FSB.
Yeah, the glitch has entered the chat. Very good. Mike Terwilliger, very good point. Irwindale Speedway, not far from this track. That's
Mike, what's
world
up,
famous. That's a famous classic short track. That'd be a great option.
Big old poster behind me earlier. He made that. It's not just a poster. It's like a flag.
It's a banner. Yeah. Meanwhile, pace car's off this time.
For my championship, my last championship at FSB.
Here we go.
Cool that he did that.
Ken Shea leading him back to green for real this time. Internet glitches have subsided. And Matt Watkins is all over the 3-car Mark DeSenza on that restart.
That's feeling jiggy tonight, and
we're 3 wide into 1. I do not recommend that. Oh, I don't recommend that on the start. And they settled that, thought better of it.
Matt's got a huge lead in the championship.
Oh, we got the 08 car around off turn 2.
He wants to destroy these guys tonight. Pac-Man wants to do some eating.
And Matthew Wandry has gone around again off turn 2, right in front of Webb.
Oh, the cars are going around 740 and Michael Moore around. The Punisher doesn't hit anything, just a little bit of landscaping. Red Bull and grass on that grill.
Here we got what happened with Matthew Wandry. He got a little wiggly off 2, and around he goes. Collects the 115 of Dave Allen's, just making a bad night worse.
It can happen to you, and then it can happen to you again.
Looking for Michael Moore to see what happened to him.
Yeah, Michael did like a self pirouette there, the Nadia Comaneci with a half twist. I give him about a 9.5 there on that one.
Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, he was coming off 4, coming back to the caution.
Man.
And around goes Michael Moore, and looks like he did not hit anything.
Well, welcome to California.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Welcome to FSB. It's serious.
And Michael Moore, he got lucky there. He didn't hit anything with that spin. He just needs 4 new Goodyears.
That's a Danny Sullivan right there. 4 new
doesn't have to even count the NC because we're already under caution. He didn't hurt anybody else, so just re-rack him and try again.
He's all. It's a good time to hit the porta potty here in California.
And in New Jersey. Looks like Milty and I will be right back. And I'm back. We are still under caution here. Didn't see if anybody took the opportunity to hit pit road, but I'm guessing not, because Ken Shea is still in the lead. You know, somebody would have stayed out or taken no tires, something. Just one lap on the tires. We're exactly, a quarter in. It's 3 stops here, or 2 stops here, rather. No matter what. At 40, 60, no.
20 of 100.
3 stops.
I mean, they're pretty much, right in that wind. Chris Beckman, how's your race going, bro?
Not too bad. You guys doing all right up there?
Yeah, we're waiting to call before the storm here. Right now,
that was a great
everybody's
opening run.
Behaving very well. What are your thoughts about how you're going to try to race and pass? What's your passing options on this track?
Well, I mean, I race a little differently than everybody else. I tend to do a lot of my passing on pit road, on green flag pit stops, but under green, you definitely can pass. You got to have some help right behind you. Otherwise, there's just too much air around your car to really make any headway.
How is your the great Rick Johnson, your teammate there, the co-goat? How's his car?
I think it's fine. It told him he had damage, but I can't see any on his car. So, probably one of those deals where they hit it once and call it good.
Yeah, it was very low speed, a warping incident in front of him. Nothing he could do. So.
Yeah, 10-4. I think he'll be okay.
That was weird. That was very weird. It's like the 19 just warped into the wall, like Philadelphia Project style.
Warp speed, Captain. You couldn't take much more.
Some sort of technical issue. I think maybe his screen minimized for a second or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I'm
giving it all I got, Captain.
She can't take anymore. Well, hopefully we'll be back to green here. Yep, lights off on the FSB pace car. I don't think anybody's pitted, and I can't blame them because this still works out quite nicely to the finish here on stops.
In my experience, in these races like that, you get the first run and then the second and thirds, and every time there's a caution, it's always different. Trying to manage, you're waiting for that long green flag run, which that was. Tire degradation is also something you're looking at, trying to make passes when guys start to fall off late in a tire run.
Ryan Johnson dropping low in the backstretch there. Must be setting up his lucky dog for the restart here, which will again go to Dave Ellens.
Good to see Will Farmer in the house there in the Rusty's car in the 95. I haven't seen him in a little while on Friday nights. Young feller doing life, doing school. Good to see him out there tonight. Kind of mired in 21st right now. These guys are all so fast. We look at the qualifying times from 5th place to like 15th place. They were all within hundreds of seconds of speed, so it's going to be tough to pass here.
Pace car's off. Ken Shea leads us back to green once again here on lap 23.
Like I said, the 91, when he gets in front, there's another guy that when he gets in front, it's pretty good. And that 3 car is slowly moved up. He's one of those guys like me who's not very good in the pits, but sure seems to me like that team tonight has gotten that car up there under pit stops, and once he gets his teeth in you, look out, the 3 cars coming here.
We got the 043 making a kick save and a beauty there through 3 and 4. And we're still under green, I believe.
That'll make your sticker picker right there.
Jim Ray checking in.
Jimmy!
Our founder.
got a big race tomorrow at Bathurst for the donkeys. 12 hours. I won't be running that one. Got too much to do. I will be running the 12 hours of Sebring here next month, God willing, and so that'll be interesting. But good luck for our Donkey Bop teammates tomorrow. I'll be doing some spotting and stuff like that.
Good for him. And meanwhile, we got one of our newer members here racing around each other on the track. Got the 19 of Matt Ace, the 6 of Warren Johnson, and the 714 Jason Hall, all here under a blanket with the number 90 car thrown in there too.
Right
Matt
now,
Stewart.
you have to be sedentary. You have to be smart. You can't be too crazy, but then at the same time, you got to go. Oh, we got to go around the 714 cars
714 around on the front stretch.
I don't know if he got some help there, but he's great catch there from what I can see. And that brings out the caution. Cautions breed cautions. Now it's going to start to get interesting, like it is every week. It's a little quiet right now, but we're going to start to be screaming here, before you know it, because action, baby. Take a look there and see what happened.
Here we got him in front of Dino Francisconi, another California native. It's the 714. Yeah, you just popped the
right
wall
down the street
floor.
here in Madera, California.
Yeah, he just wall slapped it, came down across Dino's nose, and went for a slide. Got some pretty heavy damage to the right side of the 714. I think Dino should be okay.
So you're seeing these guys getting tight coming out the exit of 4 there. Gotta maintain that pace there and make sure your angle is correct. And that wall could jump up and bite you. And it did.
Yeah, see, this time they will take tires and fuel. 83 Steve Weber staying out to get those Dave Marcus points. That would be a lap lead under caution. Oh, Dave Ellens appears to have been dropped again.
Oh, internet snafu's been there, done that. See what happens with the 714 car here of Jason Hall. Got the fan club out there tonight.
I think of the 740.
Oh, into the back of the 19 car. Oh my gosh. Ran right in the back of the 19 car on pit road, slid too far through a stall. Gonna get 4 tires there.
Which is amazing considering how big these stalls are. Ooh. Yeah, just watched it on my other monitor. That's a pretty hard hit.
19 was not expecting that. So there it is.
I wonder if he didn't accidentally have anti-lock brakes turned on or something. Because that's what happens sometimes.
Well, this is seriously difficult. You know it, and I know it. I mean, there's no rest for the sim racer. You can't under caution. You have to be aware on pit road. You can't drive through cars like you can in other sims. You have to go around cars, and you can't hit them. Pit road in this sim is very realistic. You got to do it right under caution as well as under green.
And this first gear in particular that we have in the setup tonight is what I call a stump puller. It's real quick.
714 got tires, but he's back in. They might need to do a little more work for the on the 714 car.
Now we got some differing strategies here. You can see these. Your leader before the caution was at 91 of Ken Shea, who's now shown in 7th position on the track behind Dave Jandry. So these guys either took fuel only or right sides or stayed out. Some differing strategies out here. Brian Rodriguez saying sim racing design.
So the 714 car went in and did like a stop and go under caution. I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know if you can do that. I don't see any penalties. He just
may just be
pulled in his
topping off
stall
'cause
and
he's in the
came
back
back
anyway.
out. Unless he got fuel, you know. Must have got a top off for fuel.
So
You
Matt
better get
Watkins is your leader.
You better get a top off too, Milt.
Yeah. Well, we had a great green flag run to start this, but now we got cautions breeding cautions. A lot of different strategies out there. What did you take there on that stop there, Chris?
It's still pretty early. We're taking 4 tires, but yeah, it looks like we got a pretty good mixed bag up in front of us here.
Yeah, roger that. I don't know if Matt Watkins stayed out, took no tires or 2 tires, but he's your leader now with 54 behind him. Billy Arbrough, 83. Steve Weber, Matt Watkins' teammate. And the 740. Mr. Michael Moore there in 4th spot. He must have, yeah, a bunch of guys must have stayed out, or as I said, just topped off. We'll see how that plays out. He didn't have a lot of laps on those tires. I think if they can get maybe half a run in before a caution.
Oh, a little bit of contact
be
with
okay.
Jason Hall and the 43. A little check up there. The old 43 of Brian Lovell made a little contact there.
Looks like they're okay, though.
I think possibly your top 4 cars stayed out on the track.
I'm thinking they did, because I saw Webb skip pit road. I thought he was trying to get the lap lead point, but I didn't see the cars in front of him go.
Well, when cautions start breeding cautions, you start thinking about track position, because like we are seeing is passing is, and like you know, we've been saying stuttering there. Passing on the track is a lot harder than passing in the pits or not pitting. With the lap times of these cars very close with the draft, track position is huge.
We're back to green here with Matt Watkins leading us back. Billy Arbrough and the big cactus, Steve Weber.
Wow, some battles in the back of the pack. They're definitely wanting to get going in the back. Oh, and I hear tires. Oh, we got a big wreck.
Huge wreck. Oh, car's still getting caught in it there. You saw on the reverse angle.
Will Farmer just getting going. 92 of Kevin Mays. Jason Dolfer, hard contact. Cam and Jay, somebody's on fire here. Chet Barkin on fire. Come on, big fella. I've met Chet personally, and I'm like 6'3", and this dude, he's 6'4", 6'5". He big.
Well, we got it for you here, and it is
he
the
gotta
22.
Get out of that thing. Come on, big fella. Good thing it's not real. He's
22
changed the tires, and
Greg
they put the fire out.
Palmer on the backstretch here behind the 101 of Jeff Havoc. It looks like he's got a bumper grab going into turn 3. You see here he is going in, and you see the 22 just takes off sideways after a little tap. 101 keeps going.
Yeah,
but,
he gave him the first tap. That was okay. The second, and then he got pile drive. Greg Palmer. Ouch.
We'll
the
see
thing
there,
looks like a Volkswagen now.
Watch this. He was actually clear of Jason Dolfer until he got hit and propelled forward. Look at this. The 68's hit is what actually
Oh
Push
my
22
gosh,
into.
Jet Barkin.
Oh
Big
man.
fella head on into the 22 there. That's gonna leave a stain there. That thing's beat up on the front and the back.
Chet Barkin was lucky to miss the first time there was a wreck off this corner, but not so much this time. Oh, that is hard impact.
You're going 180 miles an hour there. It's like, where are you going to go? You know?
Look at the job Kevin Mays did driving through that. This is textbook right here. Here
when
we
you
go.
see smoke, you slow down. That's the
This
idea.
is absolutely textbook. Look at this. He sees the wreck. He is off the gas. He's on the brake. Whoaing it up down to the apron, and now it's just a Sunday drive through the smoke. There you go.
Good job, Kevin.
Excellent awareness, excellent car control, and he gets through it unscathed.
What do you do now?
What did we say about cautions breeding cautions?
What do you do now? Matt Watkins still staying out right now. He thinks there might be more. He's doing the math too. Like you said, what did you say? 3 stops? You were on that from the first caution.
Yeah, I mean, they've... Yeah,
and
so...
now you're saving fuel too. You got track position. Not hardly any wear on your tires. Well, I don't think you need to pit, you know. You need to pit if you know everybody else needs to pit with you. Otherwise, you lose all that track position, and good luck trying to get it back. Back in the field, you know, you try to do alternate strategies. Chris Beckman, so staying out here.
Yeah, I think track position is the right call here. We were just on pit road, so.
Yeah, your stuff's still fresher than those guys who stayed out, so no reason to give up the track position if they're not going to.
Rick Johnson, you know, he was my teammate. He don't say much, you know. When he says something, it's like E.F. Hutton. You listen, you know. What's he saying in there? Not much?
Not much, just like you said.
Not much, just Rick Johnson.
Well, you guys can probably make it to at least the halfway point from here, I'd think, right? So from there, it'll be one stop, potentially. Because you can go maximum 24 laps, I think.
It's going to be close, but I think if it goes green, we can do it on 2 stops from here. But it'd be tight.
Yeah, if it smells like cautions and it looked like cautions, it might be cautious. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, if you get past the halfway mark where you have to pit, you can probably stretch it to one more from there.
It feels.
You gotta start thinking about this thing could go green after.
I was just going to say, it feels like the race is getting ready to go green here.
I hope so. We had that great green flag stop. There's some damaged cars out there after that one, though. Hopefully they can keep it locked down, maybe put stability control on to deal with the damage. As, man, when the rear end gets busted in here, you know, this car's already a nightmare loose on the first couple laps. That's part of why the cautions breed cautions at a track like this. But here we go again. Lights off on the FSB pace car here at lap 34. Matt Watkins up front still. And we're looking for some green. Thinking green.
That Barkin out of the in-care center. He's okay.
Field Care Center. Oh my God. You do that on purpose.
Absolutely.
I just about died laughing when I was watching. I remember what I was watching, but it's one of the reporters fumbled and said the in-care center. And I was about to text you about it, and you texted me first.
Yeah. Well, our early leader, 91, now he's back in P5 here. Gonna get the air on the nose like he had before here. Just the little things with Matt Watkins. And guess who's behind him there? Bill Yarbo quietly got himself up to P2 here. See what the Real Tree Chevrolet can do.
Yeah, you've got your early leaders back up there in the top 5 as we're back to green. On the fresher tires.
Every time you do this, it's a different story. It's not the same. These restarts are different. Dave Chandler really pushing hard there in the 51 down low. The 83 was
we're
involved
wrecking
in
off
that
two
earlier
already.
incident. The big cactus. Oh, almost contact with the 51. Maybe there was a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, there's a wreck off. Oh, man. Matt Stewart smacking the wall coming back to the caution.
In-N-Out Burger, I can't remember.
Remember what I said about the damage on these cars, and the 08 was heavily damaged, and he got extra loose going to 1 and 2, and it went around, and
he got
back under caution we go.
Style right there. Right?
Yeah, he smacks the right side against the wall after doing a complete loop. Still on the track in the 08 car, and I think by my count he might need to think about parking that car.
Yeah, FSP rules, if you have 2 incidents that are your fault or could be your fault even, you're asked to park it. If not, there could be, penalties after, like sitting out a race or sitting out a week, or the 2 incident rules, get 2 incidents, and
first one's usually a friendly reminder and a don't qualify next week. But,
yeah, I've been there, done that.
Or as we like to say, woodshedding.
I guess
and I had to woodshed myself
here for a week or so.
I had to woodshed myself for the truck race last night. Actually, I didn't catch that I had to.
Yeah, admins are not reproached to disciplinary action. I've also been through that. Rules are the rules. Gotta have rules. So, what happened here? What happened is all these guys stayed out still. In the FSB helicopter flying over Matt Watkins. Cruising, saving fuel, saving tires.
Brian Johnson, Series Admin, putting up a reminder of the 2 incident rule in the chat.
The rules are plainly clear and written word by word, but as a driver, a lot of times you get caught up in the moment. You never know what you might think or what you might have seen from the cockpit versus reality here.
See how many damaged cars we have left on the speedway here. At least
38 laps in early. It's gonna get good, folks.
Yeah,
it's already good, but it's gonna get better.
08 cars out there still heavily damaged. Matt Stewart took some damage. 92 coming down to pit road right now to top off. Something brought Jeff Hale to the back of the field. Looks like maybe he came in the top off himself.
Focus a little bit on the 51 car, Dave Gendry. What does this guy do? What is his driving style? I raced against this guy. He's been around a long time. Took some time off, but what he is very consistent and very clean and fast, and he's a very good track position guy. And when you see the 51 on, and the 51, that's for the late Neil Bonnet there. That's definitely his guy. And that's why he rolls that number and those colors,
Oh man, Neil Bonnet was he was one of a kind. Man, I missed having him in the booth for the real NASCAR races. He was one of my favorite commentators. I was scared for him when he went back to racing, and his worst fears were confirmed, of course.
Well, that's what they do, I mean, that's. I lived that myself. Watched my dad race. It was all fun and games for him, but as a person watching, as a kid watching, it was terrifying.
I mean, he was one of those.
But it's a blood sport. That's what you do. I mean,
he was one of those ones, before Dale Earnhardt died, that was a basilar skull fracture, rigid frame car, hard wall. It was all preventable. He was one of the warning signs, and we just recently, marked the 20-year anniversary of Dale Earnhardt's passing in the Daytona 500, and there hasn't been another fatality since. So, I'm so glad to have been around to see the safety of the sport improve to where it is today, so where I'm not worried about that, quite as much as you were back in those days.
Even
no, I don't think that's.
When you actually know somebody out there.
Yeah, it takes the fun out of it when that sort of thing happens. And meanwhile, the pace car is off, and we're gonna put some fun back on the track here.
Yarbrough, another guy. He's trying to get a good jump here on the 51.
Yeah, you can't pass before the start-finish line. But he was taking a look to see if he could have something set up for turn one. Meanwhile, Webb's setting up underneath him.
Bill, a wily
backing out of it.
Here. He knows how to restart. 83, big cactus all over him. Slim Jim Gately is falling back, but he's trying to make moves here, and he takes a look.
Well, he knows what he's got in comparison to these guys. So he's just biding his time.
Sitting on a sack of seeds here right now.
Jeff Hale finds himself back in the pack here with our newcomer here, Warren Johnson, in front of him. Now look at that Grey Ghost-inspired scheme.
Yeah, I watched Warren at practice, and dude's got paint. He's got skills. Obviously, he's a newcomer to FSB. It's obviously not his first rodeo.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing out there on the track, and he's got a good partner there to hook up with and make some ground up here, as Jeff Hale is Mr. Speedway, Mr. Super Speedway. He likes these big tracks, these fast, draft-dependent places.
Taste the mountain water here, the 9 car of Ken Hansen Tours. He's all over the back of the big cactus here.
We haven't talked about our Series 7 Ryan Johnson much outside of the actual administrative side of things, but here he is up there in the mix. Looks like he's going to be about 10th or so. 11th currently on the board. Should be 10th coming by this time as he's gotten around Chris Beckman. So 59.
Six-time Pro Cup champion Rick Johnson behind them. It looks like that car is decent.
Oh, Webb's around.
And there's contact between the 9 and Steve Weber hard into the wall.
Oh,
He was
no.
pitching him down, and the 9 thought he had the spot, and they argued over that spot, and the 83 lost. Caution is out.
We'll watch it here from the helicopter on camera 2. You see Ken Hansen got in there low. Looks like he came up more than Webb came down, but I'm not going to make that the official call, of course. All calls by Milt and Shawn in the booth are non-binding.
Absolutely. We're just talking heads up here.
In fact,
will determine those.
In fact, not only are we talking heads, but I have this button labeled talking heads.
Oh, we're back on camera again? Oh, good thing I kept my
Not
shirt
anymore.
on. Yeah.
So look again here from one of the spectator cams, just see what that looks like. And yeah, they came together in the middle, but again, I'd have to say the 9 was up a little higher than the 83 was pinching down. Rip headphone users. You got Milty cracking up there. Yeah, he laughs loud.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big, loud dummy. Yeah.
Oops, accidentally paused the main screen there, but we're back.
Yeah, 2 experienced veterans right there, 2 really clean drivers that neither one of them will be happy about that. And they'll both probably be apologetic, but they'll analyze that and move on from that. The big cactus, his son Steven tribute car, it's been beat up a little bit tonight, but he's never going to give up, and they'll try to bang that thing out and see what he's got left. He goes.
Well, we didn't quite make it to the halfway mark, but everybody's going to come in and get those 4 freshies and fuel.
Yeah, it's time. They went like 3 cautions there. Got to get tires now.
Look at that scramble coming down pit road. Rick Johnson working his way up.
They make it
Should
look
come
easy,
out.
folks. Just like you watch on TV, but it's not in your sim racing rig or, of course, the real guys.
The 83
So I'll
Steve
step
Weber.
away for a minute. I'll be right back. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. For all you do, this Bud's for you.
83 Steve Weber just leaving pit road now after getting quick repairs on the 83. Suicide Prevention and Awareness tribute scheme to his son Steven. So that was left side damage. I mean, it's not going to help him, but it's not the worst you can take at a narrow track. He might be able to, keep the car up there if he can stay in what I call a pocket draft, keep cars in front of and cars behind. So he's not out of this yet. Jeff Habbock in the 101 Coast Guard machine. Apparently P22, not sure what got him back there. He looks like he was having a good run earlier. I was starting to say before, and we got to sidetrack there, but Jeff Habbock, Brad Otto, running the Coast Guard Marine scheme. They are in the team Live Fire Motorsports, and they just recently picked up a teammate, the 043 Brian Lovell, and that's where his paint scheme comes into the mix here. Let's see, where is he? I just saw him. There's Brad Otto in the 31 Marine Corps machine, and right in front of him, their new teammate, Brian Lovell. Got the sporting the red, white, and blue, and representing all 5 branches of our armed forces. And of course, Brad Otto behind him. Friday night Talladega winner, a couple seasons back, is a proud former U.S. Marine. Still does a lot of veteran outreach work there, out in California. One of Milty's neighbors.
Absolutely. Brad Otto. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 6, Marine Corps.
Chris Beckman checking in here. How's it looking out there? I see absolutely everybody came in on that one. And you're listed 16th on the board currently. You have an issue with the pit stop?
No, I think we had some guys who maybe stayed out or took 2 tires or something. We've kind of gone backwards on pit road all night, but that was a pretty big step. So I think somebody's doing a different strategy up there.
I think you're right, because Jeff Hale had been in the back from topping off prior. Now he's up front. He's got the 740 of Michael Moore behind him.
Have we had long enough runs to know what the tire deg is? Or obviously we have a history. I know Rick Johnson has a detailed notebook, and that's definitely privy to highlight racing there, Chris.
I think you can get away with a little bit, but boy, after about 8-10 laps, you're really going to want to get some tires if you're going to want to stay at the front.
Yeah, that's what I was finding.
Okay.
Again, if they're playing the cautions breed cautions game, though, this may work out for track position if they can get through a few cycles like this. Matt Stewart there in 3rd place in the 90 car. I know he's got heavy right side damage, so he's going to have an even harder time keeping that car up there.
Very impressive run for Warren Johnson there. Just hanging in there, staying clean. That car has to have a scratch on it, but he's got a long way to go. Winston, this is a good run for him, but
that 08 car.
They want places to go, Check it up a little bit here.
The 08 car still out there and heavily damaged, and is one of the guys that stayed out. So he's up at the front of the pack.
Whoa! Okay. There was almost contact with the 91 and the 15. Matt Watkins might have scraped the wall there a little bit.
I think everyone could see that there's a heavy damage in that car. And they were trying to give him a wide berth getting around because they didn't know how loose he was going to get. And there he goes.
Coming back to the line, the caution to be out.
And he collects the 3 car Mark DeSenza.
Oh, no.
Mark DeSenza, who got himself an end of longest line on that pit road sequence.
Well, one of those guys that stayed out was Matt Stewart, and then the 740 of Michael Moore and the 29 here. So these guys rearranged the running order. Now what you gonna do? Stay out, I think.
I think they made their bed and they got to lie in it. And independent of that, we had Warren Johnson behind him. Not sure if he spun in reaction to it, but the 6 car also went around. So he got loose, tried to catch it, and 714 was right there. I mean, 6 car, that Gray Ghost backed into the wall, and Jeff Havoc, we were just talking about, he locks up the brakes, catches his right side into the wall. And then Mark DeSenza, of course, just comes along. Innocent victim in all this.
Michael Moore, though. Look, man, the Punisher is up there in the front. Let's get TV time and let's go for it. I mean, see how this pans out.
Well, since we're under caution once again, I'm gonna go get myself a refill. Brought to you by Coke Zero, because still on medication I shouldn't drink with.
Okay. Brian Lovell up there in P4. Starman. Ken Shea, dominating the first part of this race, cannot get out of P5. And Matt Watkins behind him. That if you're going to go somewhere, those two, if you're going to take a trip, you want to get there the fastest, probably want to be there with the 91 and the 15. That's a really good combo to get to the front there. Seventh place, Brad Otto, Fresno, California. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. Great run for Brad. Brad's a great super speedway driver. This is close to a super speedway. He's a good, fast driver. He's got a new wheel, and he's been working on, getting acclimated to that. Like everybody else, real busy. Doesn't get a lot of practice time, but, he got a win here last season, or was the season before at Daytona. Longtime veteran, and, great Marine, and also a great friend, Blimp Jim behind him, kind of the same thing. I mean, these guys are really, it just shows you the, this pro racing, I won some races in this league, and I would be lucky to get in the top 10 in a race here on my best day at this time with these great drivers. This is serious competition. It looks easy, folks. It's not easy. Rick Johnson, we don't think he had a lot of damage there. He's been pushing cars in front of him, but he hasn't been able to make the pass. This is old school California. These guys need a long green flag run to separate the men from the boys. Right now with these short runs, it's all about pit stops and track strategy, which that may be the way it works out, But some of these veterans, some of these guys that are really good at saving tires, like Billy Yarborough or, Rick Johnson, they want to see a long run here and see these guys get some tire degradation and fall off, because that will happen. Dave Jenny right in that mix too. Nine car. Then we go back to Rick Castle. I haven't said much about the Crown Royal car. What does he do? That's what he do. Hey, Tom. What's up, Tom? Tom Jackson, driver and fan here. His
Falcon.
High ball right there. My grandpa used to love them high balls, Danny Falcon, my teammate, running the 12 hours of Bathurst tomorrow. In the house.
All right, here we are.
It's getting good.
Past the halfway mark with the 29 car of Jeff Hale in the lead. Second place, Michael Moore. 90 of Matt Stewart, the 043 Brian Lovell, and the early dominators there, the 15 and the 91 of Matt Watkins and Ken Shea, lurking there in positions 5 and 6. See if we get some green flag racing going again here.
Yeah, Tom Jackson's going to have a highball for you just because you ain't drinking.
There you go. Sorry. Anti-inflammatory is still trying to fix up that elbow.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be smart. And these guys got to be smart right here. Every time you rev this thing up and fire it off again, you can blow a gear, you can make a mistake and check up. Oh, Chris Beckman. Oh, what a great job by Beckman there. Wow. He got on it, was right over the back of the 124 and had to back off, crashing, and that's got to be
Michael Morris crashing, coming back to the caution here.
That was great racecraft by the 41. Now he's going by. There's no caution.
There's a caution.
There's a caution.
There's already a caution. And they wrecked coming back to it.
Wow, I was focusing on Chris Beckman in that Lando Lakes butter car. Butter. Still racing back to the line.
Yeah, we're back now. We're under caution.
We're seeing the 740 went around.
Yeah, I think you gotta catch up, bud. Yeah, we're right on board Chris Beckman first. We're right on board Chris Beckman.
Beer doesn't go good together.
Right on board with Chris Beckman.
There we go.
And see the restart, kerfluffle. Looks like someone.
Whoa!
Ooh, looks like the 31 of Brad Otto.
Got loose there. Do you feel dizzy, Marine? Let's see if he got some help. What happened here? He got some help from the.
He missed a shift.
He didn't get going there. It looked like.
Watch in slow mo here. Watch the fire shooting out the pipes. That's a missed shift.
Oh, that's exactly. Or a broken gear.
Yeah, he lost the gear and missed the shift.
With all these, and he takes out Rick Johnson. That thing did not go, and there's no way these guys behind him could have done anything different. Definitely not malice on Slim Jim Gately there. Just he was going, and Brad missed the shift or broke a gear or something.
Meanwhile, then coming around turn 2, caution's already out, and Michael Moore, who was up there on the old tires in the 740, he got loose off 2. And then he went for a ride to the inside.
Been there, done that. Woo! Oh, no.
Hard left side impact there. Heavy spoiler damage. Heavy front and rear end damage. That car is not going to be the same after that impact, unfortunately.
The Punisher got punished right there.
He was having a good run tonight, though.
Absolutely. It's pro sim racing. It's hard. And yeah, tough luck, man. You know, you gotta, like I was talking about, these restarts. Every time you have to regain that focus, realize, do I have fresh tires, cold tires, and coming out of 2 or 4, it can get you. Because you're picking up the throttle, and we'll try to get some more in cars so maybe you can hear that, what these guys are doing, picking up the throttle, and then you have to mash it, you know.
Speaking of which, let's listen inside Brad Otto's car on this restart.
There we go.
Yeah, that is telltale sign of a missed shift or a lost gear.
Bam. Mommy.
Stinks when mechanical failures cause another caution and what's already been a caution-filled run.
Oh, that's just sucks for him, you know. I mean, that's racing, but you know, Brad is the ultimate guy that knows about sportsmanship and taking the good with the bad, being around this league for a long time. But, you know, it's still disappointing. Respect, man.
Milt Minter.
Oh,
Mark
what do
DeCenzo.
we do now, driver?
Still listed 8th. Nice job weaving through that mess there.
Yeah, that got pretty exciting there for a minute. I thought for sure we were a goner, but luckily the tires gripped good and we got through there.
And your teammate was not so fortunate there. It appeared to have been either a missed shift or a busted gear on the 31 car. And there's nothing Slim could have done to keep off him there.
Greg Palmer in the YouTube chat now out of the race car. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah, Greg Palmer took a whale of a hit there.
That was a hard lick.
You know it's a hard hit when the wreck is already going and someone has missed you, and then you get propelled forward into them.
Yeah, all these drivers also here in the chat, they know that feeling when they blow
When the gear breaks, yeah. And it's helpless
at least
too,
he didn't
because
blow a seal.
no, it's ice cream.
But it sucks, you know.
That's a helpless feeling when you lose a gear like that on a restart.
Absolutely, because everyone's packed up behind you. They're getting ready to go. You got Slim Jim Gately behind you. You know he's going to be on it. And, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can't possibly get out of the way fast enough.
I think some of us back here can make it on one more stop, but we got to get some green going here, and we'll see what the strategy does.
Yeah,
No,
clean and green, that's what we want. That's what we want to see, and that's definitely what you want to see in strategy, Chris.
Yeah, this restart's going to be with, 50, I'm sorry, at lap 58. So, yeah, it's doable from there in one stop, especially if you've topped off.
On green.
Pace car off. Matt Watkins back in the lead. Missed that somehow.
Like I said, these restarts, every time is different here. Gotta stay on the wheel. You gotta be up on the wheel. You can't fall asleep here. Gotta get to going here.
Brad Otto is back out on the track, so he didn't lose 4th gear at least. It was probably 3rd. Oh, and the 52 of Rick Johnson is around.
Car severely beat up, and the caution is out.
Well, that removed all doubt about going the rest of the way here on the one stop.
Still got to be careful here. Car up against the wall as they coming across. That was the 043 of Brian Level. Just a little scrape there. Should be okay.
Yeah, how hard is it to drive a damaged car with a loose setup? This is, what, 8-time Pro Cup champion? 52 of Rick Johnson, the co-goat. And this car just snaps loose. Around it goes, and that's your source of the caution. Someone else spun in response. I didn't quite catch who it was.
Well, now we get a report from Greg Palmer from the In-Care Center. Got into 101, going into 3, checked up and lost it. That's how fast it happens. And up front, what a shocker. Yeah, my coworker, he knows who Matt Watkins is. We're at work, and he's like, "You think Matt's gonna win again?" I'm like, "Well, you know, I wouldn't bet against him."
Yeah, it's a regular occurrence, so yeah.
Georgie.
We got some takers on pit road. Looks like the 8 of Dino Francisconi. The 043 of Brian Lovell heading down.
Hey, that's got to be Tony right there, my other coworker. Soul of nature there, Private Tile. Thanks for showing up, brother. Watching on his phone. Well, I talk about this stuff all the time at work, and it's cool. Pretty cool, huh, Tony? It's going to get cooler. Thanks for watching.
Shawn, you're a NASCAR historian. I was going to
Yes.
ask you if you had any fun memories of this track right after it first opened when they used to run it in the heat and 500 miles.
Oh man, I forgot it was 500 miles when they opened it. Oh, yeah, I think I remember the Jeremy Mayfield win here. Not only was it hot and 500-mile race, but his oil cooler broke. And you guys probably know the oil cooler in these cars sits behind the driver, and it's about the size of one of those Gatorade jugs that you drank from in Little League, or you see them dunk over the coach's head in football. And so the oil cooler broke, and he won the race with that, and they were throwing bags of ice into his uniform, and they melted and boiled. So his butt literally boiled in the seat. But he held on, he won the race, and of course he was sponsored by Mobil, so they were thrilled that their oil held up to that, and they used it in their advertising for like years on end. Until he had his problems.
I was driving for Roger Penske, right?
Yeah, he was in the 12 car with Penske, yep.
Hey guys, just wanted to say hi. Great broadcast.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
Good. Congratulations to Shawn for Tuesday. 2 wins, same day. Wow, incredible. Good job.
Thank you, sir. That was first time pulling the double, and it was the perfect time to do it too. It was good, a whole lot of fun.
Well, you guys keep on doing what you're doing. Good broadcast. I'll see
Thanks,
you guys
Danny.
later.
Yeah, I think I just lost the live feed. I guess I'll
Now
have-
we're going.
Yeah, I think I clicked something wrong here.
Oh, were you looking at the Skype window?
But I got somehow I killed the other feed, but I got the Skype window, so that's live right there.
Okay. Yeah, Skype window is what's coming straight from my OBS, so that'll be at least more on type on
But now I
In
can't
sync.
switch to drivers here. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you're still connected. You didn't leave.
Well,
I was just checking the
somehow,
chat there.
I changed the window. There we go. I got it figured out. Good thing I'm not in charge of this show here. I'm a talker.
Well, we're gonna
and
be
a driver,
inside. Yeah. And how? We got the lights off on the FSV pace car. We're well inside the window to make one stop from here. Let's hope we get a chance to do
laps.
it.
We're looking at 24 max. Will it go green? With a big field like this is as big as a NASCAR field here, almost. 34 cars started this race.
And we're currently on 9 yellow flags on the night.
Not typical FSB racing, but it happens.
It does sometimes, yep. We've had Matt Watkins led 24 laps so far. Most have gone to Ken Shea, but with 26, but that's about to be eclipsed here in just 2 laps by Matt, most likely. 10 laps for Jeff
I
Hale.
was talking about Matt Watkins because my helper, my coworker, George was talking about Matt Watkins, and so Tony was listening, and I was like, this dude from originally from South Carolina, in that 15 car, he's pretty good, and I guess I was right because there he is in the 15. leading this race. Let's see what he can do in the Pac-Man car. Slim Jim Gately, behind him, slap yourself into a Slim Jim. Let's go. Dave Chandler in the jolt. He's got the jolt. He's jolting, baby. There's Brian Lamb in the house.
Brian
What's
Lamb.
up, Lamb? California boy.
All right, maybe Lamb can be our good luck charm. Can he be our green flag charm, Lamb, please?
Well, you know, it's racing. Everyone is different. It's not first-person shooter where you're just playing around in a video game. This is pro sim racing right here. These guys are good. They got rigs. They got triple screens. They got
Ooh, look how close Ryan Johnson was to the wall there.
They got all kinds of stuff going on here, folks.
Hey, first-person shooters aren't the same every time.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. You know, it's the same for me because I get killed.
Yeah, you get smeared. You know, I'm kind of there too. They were never really my forte.
There. Slim Jim Gately, let's get some in-car here. Come on.
Let's see who we're gonna run with. Let's go. Let's
go with Slim Jim side by side with the 51.
Chris Beckman.
Or maybe
Chris
go
Beckman's
with the 51 behind him.
Yeah, 41 here.
Whoa!
Yeah, this
51 side swipes down below. No contact, no harm, no foul, no blood. Let's go. You gotta get ramped up, or you know.
Yeah, here's Ryan Johnson.
Doing this, you know? I mean, let's go.
Ryan's working here on Ken Shea. Ryan Johnson looking good. Hey, again, he's kept that car clean. That's what he does. Ryan currently listed 13.
Crazy. Turn 3 there, coming out to turn 4. You want to come right up against the wall right there. 167 or so miles an hour right there. They're going to get up to almost 190 miles an hour at the end of the straightaway. Lift the gas, let it roll through the center of the corner, then you pick it up. You want to get on that gas hard right now.
An important thing here at California especially, you basically want the wheels straightened out before you come off the corner. So you're coming off just running straight out to the wall, because every degree of wheel you put into that is another chance to spin this car. It does not like pinching off too. Oh, we got a hard wreck. Slim Jim Gately tumbling down the front stretch.
Oh my gosh.
I think there was some kind of connection issue there with Slim Jim.
Oh, they're trying to get around him. Oh, then they do. Slim Jim Gately, snap yourself into a Slim Jim. Ugh. I think I just threw up right there. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got Greg Palmer out of the Infield Care Center joining us in the booth.
Greg Palmer laughing. Well, you're not in the car anymore, so you're okay. Greg, man, tough night, man.
Yeah, it took me an hour to get out of the Infield Care Center.
Well, they kept asking you how many fingers they were holding up, and you know, it was a tough math question.
Indeed.
I think they're sticking a mic in Slim. Dude, Slim's still in the car there, but they're still sticking a microphone in there. Slim, are you okay?
Went to desktop.
Oh,
that's
my
what it looked like.
Froze up, went to desktop, man. I'm out.
Oh, sorry, bro. You know, sim racing, that's those are your failures, and everybody down pit road here.
Oh my goodness! Here's the replay here. Yeah, you can see the 23.
The world champ
gone.
Just disappeared and
reappeared inside Dave Jandry's car.
That's great TV right there.
Not for my.
Not for Slim.
Not for Slim.
I was, man. God, I don't know what to say.
Oh man, some of the technical bugaboos have bitten several people tonight.
Had so much hard luck and not been able to finish seasons, and then you became the FSB World Champ last year, but now you're the defending champ, and we know what that happens to defending champions in sports sometimes.
Yep, it does.
It's like the EA cover jinx, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'm out of here, fellas.
Yeah,
I'm
tough
Oh,
luck.
man.
a little disappointed here.
Yeah, definitely. You had your brother Wayne and your mom here again tonight. That sucks. You know, that's racing, bro. You know.
I was really thinking about letting something happen there just a minute ago, and I was pretty sure a couple, 2 or 3 more laps. I think I was just about to figure out how to get around Matt. I just about had it, lined up good, and I think I could have got by him, but I don't know. We'll never know now.
We never will. Go again next time.
You had connection problems last week too, and then it kind of solidified. Hopefully, you can get that. We pay a lot for this gosh darn internet, so we need to get on there and give them that Slim Jim voice.
I hear you.
Listen.
Hey, last week it did the same thing to me. Shawn, we may need to get together and see what's going on with my computer here.
Yeah,
that's no bueno.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's becoming, it's gonna happen randomly. I mean, it's just a fact of life. But for it to happen twice in a row, that's suspicious to me.
Yep, and the good thing last week is I was on pit road in pit stall when it happened.
Yeah, and I mean, well, tonight it was in the absolute worst possible place.
Mama's Doris was. I'm so sorry, son. So she's feeling your pain, brother.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Mom. I know. I feel it too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
All right.
See you, Slim.
Take care, man.
Thanks, Slim.
Lamb suggests try covering the head with tinfoil.
What is that? What movie is that from?
I mean, it's a general conspiracy theorist thing, but they did it in Signs.
Yeah, Signs. That's it. Yeah.
Which was just a horrible
movie. I like
movie.
his second suggestion.
Yeah, we won't repeat that one.
Well, this is PG, right?
Actually, I'm surprised YouTube didn't hold that one.
PG,
Surprised YouTube didn't hold that one for review.
Well, Tom Jackson, much respect, Slim. What else can you say but exactly that? Character guy, these FSP, setup maker and champion, and a champion as a friend, so.
Absolutely. Well, we got the lights off on the FSB pace car. We're going to take this
and now
restart on lap 70.
Let's go. We got to get fired up here, man. Come on.
Yeah, we're gonna take this with 30 to go, which means they're going to make a stop.
I should have
probably
got more
a can.
beer, but I got enough for the end of the race. That's all that matters.
If we can get a green flag stop in here, I think they can just do a 2-tire and a can stop and make it to the finish from here.
Well, what's the saying? Welcome to California and now go home.
No, it's you can check it out anytime you want, but you can never leave.
I either did something right or I did something very wrong here.
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can you make it on fuel from here, Chris?
No, I figured everybody's got to stop anyway. That's why I stayed out.
Oh, yeah, nobody can make it completely from here, but we think.
So
I'm
what
thinking
does
there
Chris
might be.
need here? And Chris needs a long green flag run, so everybody has to stop.
Yeah, I mean at least 8 laps would be great here.
10-4. Got to roll the dice. These guys are good. If you want to win on Friday night FSB, you got to pull a rabbit out of your hat,
Or out of somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Right out of the tinfoil. All right, we got the pace car ducking off. We're going to go back to green. We're going to try and stay that way here on lap 71. Yeah, look at Pops up there.
Tom Jackson, the venerable one. What is this guy has not gone through health-wise in his life, and he lives to run an FSB, and he runs that Scotch Blue Tape Ford, and
Ooh, he's
there
pushing
he
up the track,
is,
though.
the man, the myth, the legend.
Woo, just barely
Bob
keeps it off the
Sparks.
wall. He's going to get freight trained here. He lost a lot of momentum trying to keep that right side clean.
Still up there on TV time. The oldest driver in FSB for sure. And
Yeah, he just lost some momentum there, and you can see they're just passing him all over the place there. I'm not sure how old his tires are at this point either.
exactly.
But back up front, here comes Ken Shea and Matt Watkins and Mark DeSenza and Jeff Hale. No big deal.
Come on, slingshot.
Oh, and speaking of a slingshot, here comes the 91 right around Matt Watkins. He
This
drafted
is
him down the backstretch, kept
we
the
kind of
momentum up.
counted the 3-car out like he was. He had. I don't know if he got damaged or not, but he's all over.
Oh, he does
The
there
91,
and
he
there.
hits the wall and he scrapes the wall. Coming out turn 4 right there, it's definitely that car wants to. These guys are on it. Greg, I mean, you're on the gas here, flat out going through there.
I'm telling you, you gotta burp it going into the turns a little bit. You're gonna lose it.
Absolutely. You can flat put it in qualifying here,
Yeah.
but that's what I say, what I call NFL in the race. That's not for long.
Not
for
football.
long, yep.
You'll be bagging groceries at Save Mart.
Meanwhile, Matt Watkins, you can see what the power of 4 tires is. He's just going to power around the outside of the 41. Chris Beckman. So, maybe not so much. Chris gets the draft help, and you can see what a difference the draft makes, and we are under caution.
I'm like
That's exactly what Chris wants to see.
I'm like 30 seconds behind you here. There's a gap.
Yeah,
so you're watching the broadcast, and we're watching live. That's
yeah.
We have the live feed, so that's why you're a little behind. But
Story of my life.
I don't know. You know, ever since you've been in this league, you've run well and clean, and you're a pro, and you're racing against a bunch of pros. Getting a win in this league is very difficult, but you've definitely represented for sure.
Well, Greg and I have been trading photo finishes in the Super Speedway series. I think we're 1-1 right now. You got that one at I think Blue Ridge.
Back in it. Yeah, he definitely is.
I'm glad
And
I'm
here we go.
competitive.
It's a fist fight here. I mean, you're in a fist fight.
Oh, looks like a 714.
They all go down pit road, and this is perfect for Chris Beckman. Just what he talked about. He needed 8 laps. He didn't get quite 8, but what he needed was these guys to have to pit at the same time as he did. That
So the
reverses track position, makes it equal. What do you do here, Greg? 4 tires? You got to get 4, right?
Meanwhile, here's the source of our caution. You can see the 714 just got a little loose underneath the 63 Jason Dolfer, pushed up, and 63 goes around.
Ooh.
Has some hard rear end damage to the 63 car.
Tough luck for Jammin' Jay's. Gotten jammed here a few times. Well, I don't know, man. I was trying to watch that, but there was some I'm trying to think of the word here.
Strategery?
Snookery here. Because the 91, maybe you lost track position there a little bit. But were there some 2-tire guys here taking the risk and taking names? I don't know.
I wouldn't do it. Michael Moore looks like he's going to inherit the lead here, staying out.
I think some cars only took 2. Wow.
I think so. I mean, there was, massive changes in track position here.
So with 25 to go, we're going to get the restart inside the fuel window. So the guys
I'll
that stayed
be
out
right back.
might just come in this time. That might be their strategy all along. You're going to hear a lot of clutching all around this track right now, too.
I think the mileage was 27 laps, but in traffic, and it's down to 25, I believe.
Yeah, 24, 25, real good on the clutch.
Stretching, yeah, clutching too. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, man. Yeah, so could you believe we went 2 green flag stops at Bristol, and here we're looking like we're not even going to get one in at California. You just never know.
You just got to laugh it off sometimes.
What else can he do, man? It was a big field. It's a loose set. But surprisingly, most of the cautions haven't, for the most part, at least for the second half of the race, haven't been for the spins. They've been for actual contact. Or lost gears, or motors blown.
For a guy, myself, who hates, or dislikes, I should say, short tracks, I did pretty well at Bristol. I'm really a super speedway kind of guy, and I couldn't hold it together tonight on this track. Go figure.
Well, it looked like you got kind of bumper grabbed there, and
yeah,
when
Havoc,
you were behind Jeff Havoc.
Yeah, I was following him into 3, and I didn't think he would check up that early or lift that early, because I don't lift that early. And
Right.
I had to check up. I wish I would have taken him out. And that's how I lost it. And I was just so frustrated. My car died. That was it. I don't know who else I took out.
Yeah, 68 caught you, and that's what launched you ahead into the 63. Jason had you missed, and then that second hit launched you forward into him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was one of the hardest car-to-car hits I've seen in a while. Hey.
Yeah, my
Debbie
crew just
Patton,
gave up. Yeah, they just said,
still cheering for Michael Moore. First time with y'all, but it won't be my last. Well, that is encouraging to hear, considering we've had to do a lot of caution fill tonight. Milty and his Budweiser keeps it entertaining. If it was just me, there'd be a whole lot of
Hey, great job by Michael Moore tonight, too, being in this position up front at the end of the race. That's great.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it's a pro league. I mean, you gotta. These guys are good.
I give that guy credit, man. He claws and he fights every week, every night, man.
And give a call to his crew there, getting that car back out there after that heavy left side hit. Coming back to the caution a couple laps, several cautions ago. I lost count.
Well, I love that paint, the Punisher. I love that movie. I love that movie, and kind of what it represents. That's somebody that gets up off the ground and keeps fighting.
We are on 11 cautions for those counting at home, and aren't we all?
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. I called it tonight, bro, didn't I? Big field. It's pro
pace cars
racing,
off.
it's not easy.
Michael Moore, Shane Wisman, Matt Watkins, your top 3 coming back to the green.
Wisman, back in the top 12 early. Now he's in the fight.
Ooh, Shane Wisman's
like
loose.
Let's go!
No,
He gets loose there.
What a
my
save!
gosh.
What a save by not only him but
That'll
everyone
make
else
a sticker
around.
checker for sure. And that spreads out the field there.
Woo!
Woo! Is right. Whoa, the 41 gets loose there.
Man, everybody got loose there.
Our in-car reporter was grabbing his butt with 2 hands right there.
Oh man, they go in there 3 wide to turn 1. Matt Watkins thinks better of it, backs out of the bottom.
Yeah, they've lost some time here. Okay, hold on here.
Oh, Lamb's telling jokes in the YouTube chat there. Oh, Michael Moore catches the wall hard off turn 4 there. It's going to be some heavy right side damage, but he's still in it. They knew he was here. And we're getting down to 20 to go soon. 3 wide into turn 1 with Mark Desenza up the middle.
My dad used to say, just let him know you're there. Jeff Hale. Him and Slim Jim Gately are like left hand and right hand. And that's the right hand right there.
Oh, and Beckman's around and hard into the outside wall.
Behind him. And they're still racing back to the line.
And they're still piling in turn 3 and 4.
I think that was our in-car reporter there, in-car center.
That was.
And he's going to have to hit that. Oh, my gosh. This just gets juicier all the time here.
Yeah, Chris and Mark got together there.
They went in there kind of 3 wide.
Well, it's go time now. 19 to go. Gotta go. It's all
Here we
fun
go.
and games.
It was 3 wide in the middle and just kind of ran out of room on the bottom. Meanwhile, behind him, Shane Wisman had that great save on the restart.
He moved up and was
He gets
really
loose going in.
battling for top 5 here. So Shane got loose there.
Collects the 124 and the 740. So Rick Castle and Michael Moore. Heavy contact in that.
That's how quick it happens.
Pops, Margisons. And they were still piling in there. Oh, goodness. And Michael Moore gets hit again by Shane Wisman. Driving off from it.
These are restarts and fresh tires, cold tires. And they're trying to push the limit now. Now it changes. You saw how they started this race. They're like good boys and just taking it easy and still running faster times you can imagine. But now it's go time and getting on that throttle a little bit. Don't think got sideways and created a pile up.
Well, from here, absolutely everyone should be able to make it. No, never mind. Not on one run. Oh yeah, we're inside derp. 20 to go. I'm adding up for 110, not 100. So yeah, we're inside. Gonna take this restart. Probably about 16 to go.
Got track position. Gotta have it. Gotta stay out.
23 cars on the lead lap there.
Nobody's had a chance to really get a lap down because we haven't stayed green long enough for that.
Who's the best passer in this gig right here? It's the 15. He can pull that rabbit out of his hat. He's got nothing to lose. He's got a huge point lead. He's going to go after the 29. But let me tell you, nobody is that I've ever raced against as good as the 29 of Jeff Hale on restarts and cold tires. He has no fear. He'll drive it in there like he owns it and like he stole it. And
absolutely, he's one of the best on cold tires.
He will not be tentative, and he's keeps it together here. So I like his chances here. But we got a stud Phil Field Yarborough, the consummate. Where did that guy come from? Like Ryan Johnson, it's the 54. He's right there in the mix. The 3, he might have a little bit of damage. we'll
He's
see
been caught up
the
in a
beer
couple things that
can,
were not his own doing,
the
and
nine
then
car, Ken Hansen. This is a fantastic Ken Hansen type race. You don't see him much on camera, and then all of a sudden at the end, there's that guy in that course car.
Don't count out the 91. Ken, the squeegee Shea.
Absolutely. Squeegee is definitely, and the squeegee.
He squeezes by a lot of times, man.
is his car? I think his car is.
Isn't
I
it good?
think his car is healthy too. I don't think he's been caught up in anything.
Yeah, he just, he led the first half of the race and got back to about fifth or sixth and pretty much stayed there the whole race. He just hasn't been able to, these guys have been nailing pit stops. He hasn't made no mistakes, but neither have they.
Well, meanwhile, the broadcaster jinx in full effect tonight, as both of our picks have been involved in some heavy contact. In fact, Rick Johnson retired after his.
Yeah,
and our in-car reporter.
Bro, but you're dead. Yeah.
Our in-car reporter there, Chris Beckman, while racing up there in the front, just took that hard hit. Lights are off on the FSP pace car. We're going to take this with 16 to go, just like I predicted.
That's why you wear the black suit. Yeah.
But man, we're getting down to it.
Now it's time to go.
I mean, that also puts them in.
Call your mamas and papas and make sure your life insurance policy is up to date, because time to go.
I'm more concerned about the insurance premiums after this night.
A good thing it's not real. No, the guy we really do call, where did he come from? The 59 is up there, Ryan Johnson. He hasn't had to do too much admin stuff tonight, giving laps back and stuff. He's been able to focus a little bit more on racing. And this is what he do in that Brothers Body and Paint.
Speaking of which, there's nobody taking the lucky dog this time, because I think all the lap down cars have retired by now.
Time to go. If you got your binoculars out, I'd keep them on that 15 guy right there, because he is a thinking beast, and he's got nothing to lose. He's got points lead. He do what he do, and let's see what happens here. Green flag. Let's go.
He's already looking.
Come on.
Don't forget, Jeff Hale still has his teammate there in the 3 car.
Jeff Hale will not. I don't know.
Oh, brake check for the 15 and the 3.
He's got some serious gonads. And as predicted, the 29 will drive it in there flat out, and he is not afraid. I'm telling you. I'm raced against this guy. But the 15 has got a great run on the outside.
Loose off 4.
The 29's trying to defend. It's not going to happen. Here comes Matt Watkins on the inside. He's going to make that pass. Can he go for 3 in a row here? Is this 3 in a row for Matt?
Oh, I'm not counting.
Matt Watkins has set his mind to this series and this Friday nights. Man, dude, trying to win on Friday night is really hard. DeCenza, you're not Matt Watkins in front there, and that car is just.
Wow, he's loose again off 4.
Almost loses it.
Because we're under caution again.
He defends down low. But the 20
we're under caution again.
They're buddies. And the caution is out. Fans watching, what did I tell you, man? You gotta watch. It gets a little sedentary sometimes in the middle, but these guys are gonna put on a stinking show here. And
we're gonna get a restart with under 10 to go. So
wow.
I'm trying to figure out what happened here. It looks like the 92 of Kevin Mays was very slow on the track. I think he may have blown up or something.
Matt Watkins, just a teeth gritting, wheel jamming son of a gun, man. I mean, this guy is,
So here we are on board the 92 of Kevin Mays.
He's a badass,
Just not sure what happened there. Here he is again. He's following Brian Lovell, the 043, into turn 1. And then the car just it just stops, like the motor shut off or something, but he's under control. And Rick Castle does not expect a car to be going that slow. Runs right up on him.
Well, the show is the show, and that's the drivers. We can talk all we want, but if there's no action, we can only talk so much.
Brian Lamps' go pace car.
These guys are going to get it done, and they're going to give you something here at the end. They do it every week, and they're going to do it again.
I'm pretty sure when we get this restart, the next caution's probably going to end it. Or next flag's going to end it, probably.
Well, sometimes it happens.
Inside 10 to go.
We'd like to see them race, but that's why every race is every race. You never know. Guys could. I've been in that position with the 15, and I've seen that 29 behind me. And you don't want that, because I guarantee this guy's going to drive it in there, and he doesn't. He has no fear. He's not about wrecking somebody. He's just about he's great on restarts and cold tires. Tire temperatures are going down now, and they see this. His focus level on restarts is as good as anybody I've ever raced against. He's not sitting here. He's not going to fall asleep. He's not going to take a nap. That tie car is going to be ready. Of course, you got the great Matt Watkins there in front of him. And he is no slouch. And you got the 3 behind him. He would love for them guys to take each other out, but it's probably not going to happen. So. But, the 3 has had a battle all night to even get to the top 3. Just great racing by the, former champion there also. The 9 car, Ken Hansen, it's been a fantastic Ken Hansen race. What he does, he's not quite as fast as these guys, but he knows how to race, he knows how to put himself in the position, and he'll tell you that, to your face, I know what I can do and what my skill level is and what my strengths are. And there he is right there in P4. Fantastic run.
Well,
Yarborough,
lights are off on the pace car.
Look at the record of Billy Yarborough. Solid squeegee there. The squeegee is definitely John. These guys, you just look to this field and you look at this lineup. Good, great driver. These guys are goods, man. I'm like, we are not worthy. Like, it's crazy, Lights are off on the pace car.
Jeff Hale bumping Matt
10
Watkins
to
down the
go. It's
backstretch.
gonna be 10 to go.
Playing little mind games there, as if that works.
Yeah. I think it's more like, just kind of showing each other, man, is this cool right now? Because the mind games aren't there. But now the restart here, Matt Watkins is going to dictate that. What's he going to do? Is he going to cram up? Jeff Hale, like I said, is a great restarter. He's going to be all over his yin gang, and he's not going to. Hey, Troy, no, what's up, Troy? Webb, no, he's not up in the front there, bro.
He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 or 7th or 8th.
Yeah, but he's running a Webb race here. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Webb's there, but
he's the back of the 15 car, but Matt Watkins does not screw the pooch on these restarts, and he is going, and he is a fierce competitor. He's going to drive it like it's qualifying lap.
A little wiggly off the corner there.
Yeah. They were all over him, but he still gaps him about a car length. Thing about Matt Watkins is when it's winning time, he has the focus of somebody I've, very few people I've seen, But the 29 is coming back here. He's trying the over and under a little bit. He's got draft buddies here. He's got to get a nose in there, and he is coming. Here comes Jeff Hale in the 29. And Mark DeCinza. Plenty of time here. As a driver, you're thinking a lot. But then again, you're not thinking a lot because ultimately you have to drive. You're just kind of feeling it out. You can't make the pass on the outside unless you have friends.
And Hale's got friends, and he's got the momentum. I think he's actually going to try the crossover here.
That's going to do the under and over. He's going to. So
here comes the crossover from Hale.
Over and under. Here he comes on the inside. Jeff Hale to the lead. It's side by side.
Maybe.
That's going to push up there, but he's going to get a huge run.
He's going to try to cross over himself.
Go over and Hale the veteran. The fence down low. That's great driving by the 29.
Ken Shea looking high.
There, I don't think so. They're pushing Matt Watkins to the outside. They're like, you know what? You've won enough races, son. I don't think so. They're bullying him right here. Wow, look at that. Come on. Also, by the way, you have to hit your marks here. You won this race Tuesday night. And it was
wow, Matt puts that in
like this.
Puts that in a very small gap in between the 3 and the 9, and he's looking underneath the 3 into 1. Never count Matt Watkins out. He's gonna find a way. Mark DeCenza keeping him pinched down as much as he can.
Hale's loving it. He made the great pass, and now these guys are gonna go side by side.
Is exactly what Jeff Hale wants to see as we come up on 5 to go here.
It's about a 6-car stud line here with Hansen back in P4, Skiji,
We're going to look at the 54 and the 59.
And the 59 and the 54. 7 cars in this mix here. And they're racing. Michael Moore, great run, but he's going to let him by. Good solid racecraft there.
There's not much left that Michael can do with that battered race car.
Very impressed with his run tonight, though. But that's racing. Sometimes it bites you. Jeff Hale, dude, I'm telling you, this guy gets the bit between his teeth. Come on, come on. Coming up on 3 to go.
Pac-Man's going to eat him up.
DeCinza's coming. Well, we saw that. That's why they got by Matt Watkins. Greg, that distance there, is that going to hurt him on the draft?
Doubt it very much.
Yeah, with those two up there, teammates, they're not going to do anything that costs each other position until probably the last lap.
Last lap, you're right, Shawn.
That's pretty much.
And the caution could end it right now, so.
Cross your fingers.
There he goes. He's looking underneath the 3 now.
Here comes Matt Watkins down low.
And now he's got the help, but
contact with the 3. It was real close.
No. And here comes the 9.
Watkins is going at it, but he can't do it.
He got held down, and it killed his momentum. And here comes Ken Hansen.
These guys are good, and now the 9 gets a shot, but the 3's got to defend. Yarborough trying to pick up the scraps here and get in this mix.
This is a lot like what we had Tuesday.
I love this stuff, boys. Do it. Do it. 2 to go. 3 wide down the back behind the 29, and he loves that. But yet the 3 is still coming.
15 of Matt Watkins must have used up those guys going around. Oh, the 91 and the 59 are together, so we are going to take the white and yellow together.
No.
Hey, guys.
Hale's still going. Hold on a minute, Michael.
We're racing back to the race ending caution. Oh,
yes,
man. Matt Watkins.
Back to the line, and the 3, and it's the 9 in P3.
Jeff Hale, Mark DeCenza, and the 9 of Ken Hansen.
Beats the 54 to the line. Great racing there. Oh, my gosh.
That's a shame for Squeegee.
Yeah, a good run there. It was just getting crazy. And ran out of room. Let's see if we can check on the replay here what happened. It looked like the 59 and the 91 was. We have Michael Moore checking in the booth after his good run tonight.
Michael, great run tonight.
Oh, thanks, guys. It was awesome. But they kind of spun out in front of me and damaged my car too much. I had to get out of the way.
10 for, they receive the contact, the 59 and the 91.
Racecraft.
They just ran out of room off turn 2, like we were saying there, and Ken Skeechy, Ken Shea gets the worst of it there. So yeah, your race winner as they take this, they finally pick up the pace car, and they just have to come back to the line one more time. As Lane predicted, the pace car wins.
Oh, he almost saved it too there. A 360 at 170 miles an hour. You know, I mean, it's not real, but when you're in the simulator and you're spinning at that speed and you're trying to grab that wheel and you're turning where you don't want to hit the wall, but it's not going to happen at that speed.
Yeah, you're grabbing air.
Crazy.
Grabbing air,
Yeah, when that car's spinning around and the wheels jerking back and forth, it's crazy.
Michael, great run for you. You got to be really happy with that. Of course, you know, the end result was not what you wanted, but
like we were saying earlier,
making great steps there on Friday night, Mike.
Like we said, they knew you were there.
Yeah, they knew you were there. And yeah, fans in the house watching tonight, definitely. That's a win-win there, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun being up there, you know, racing. I was in 4th a couple times and 2nd and 1st, and it was exciting. It was awesome racing up there. Tough, though. Those guys are bad fast.
There we got the burnouts from Jeff Hale to finally get to celebrate the end of this one. And he is again your winner with his teammate Mark DeRocket DeSenza in second and Ken Hansen third. You saw the wall smack there from...
You just saw the, like I was talking about, I've raced against this guy. Of course, I've raced against most of these guys, but that was vintage Jeff Hale. And Jeff Hale's been through like back surgeries where he couldn't walk, let alone run on a sim racing rig. He's been through a lot of, stuff. And to see him get back, that's just total vintage Jeff Hale right there. All hail Jeff. Hailstorm in the house tonight.
Indeed. All right, we'll bring the post-race show up here and send my broadcast partner Milt Minter down to gather up our podium finishers. In fact, we got third place in the house already. Ken Hansen checking in.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Been a long time since you were on the podium.
Yeah, seems like forever, right?
Well, that was that was a messy one, but you persevered and you were there at the end when it counted. So
yeah, it was definitely crazy driving through there, let me tell you.
I can only imagine.
Looks
like Ryan Johnson has updated the points for us. Let me see. Make that refresh. Yeah, Ryan Johnson, Johnny on the spot. Gets the points updated, and he also picks up a spot himself into second place in the points. As Matt Watkins has a commanding more than 2 race lead. So Ken, did you manage to at least keep the car clean through all that?
Yes, no damage.
All right, I think you're in the minority. Great run there. And Troy's asking, who's that? Sounds like Clint Eastwood. Not sure.
Not me.
Is he talking about me?
I don't think Michael Moore sounds like Clint Eastwood, but... All
Get
right,
off
Milty's
my
back.
lawn. That's probably Milt.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Melty sounds a bit like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's got a little more of a gravelly voice than I do.
We're
nice
gonna
race, though.
Gotta send Milty down to go get our other podium finishers here. Mark DeSenza and
I'm gonna go back down. You guys.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for all you do on the broadcast, and have a good evening.
All right, take care, Michael. All right, yeah, tough. Brad Otto checking in from the chat. Tough run there. Brad, if you can tell us in the YouTube chat, did you lose the gear on that restart or just miss the shift? Because we couldn't tell if it was one or the other, but saw that you did continue going there.
Way to go, Mark, man. Fun racing with you.
Yep, you too, Ken. That was just the last 17 laps tired me out more than the whole race.
Yeah. Well, I mean, man, you didn't have a whole lot of practice of how the car was going to act under green leading up to that. But yeah, great run there, Mark. Lots of we knew once you got you and Jeff up front that you were going to work together until at least the last lap. And did you have something up your sleeve there if you could have taken that under green?
Nah, I had a little bit too much damage. I had a couple issues there, not involved in a wreck. Me and Ken Shea were racing. I got in the wall a little bit. Yeah, at the end, I was just kind of losing a little straightaway speed. He was running good enough, though. He probably been tough to get by anyway, but no, it was fun. But I just want to say real quick that a friend of mine, Dave Silva, who always watches these races. If he don't watch it tonight, then he'll watch it tomorrow. But his father died last week, so having a hard time. So this finish is for him, which could have been a win, but it's a podium. So anyway, it was a good race. I don't know what happened with the 41 there. It sat outside, and I got on the apron, got a little loose, and I don't know if I got into him or what. I'll have to see the replay, but I sure didn't want that to happen.
Yeah, there was contact. It looked like you were going in there 3 wide, but the rest was too close to call from the booth. So yeah, tough break there for Chris, but great run there. And again, condolences to your friend. And we saw him checking in the chat, cheering for you.
Yeah, I'm just happy to get a podium. Jesus, I've had such bad luck.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah, you have had Ron racing luck.
I got a black flag like normal, so.
Yeah, we saw that, and that got you in the path of where you got that damage.
But you fought.
Well, when I don't get it, Ken gets it for me, so I
That's
he
right,
would have got it.
Yeah, but you fought, and you ran a really smart race, and just like Ken Hansen did. I mean, just this is pro sim racing. This is tough.
And Matt was out there. That was tough at the end, you know.
Yeah, Matt was wheeling it there. He actually tried to knock the wall down off turn 4, trying to get every last bit, and fell back to 5th. But he's just going to go for broke because he's got a commanding point lead now.
Right.
But speaking of some bad racing luck, I don't think I've seen Jeff Hale actually finish a race in a while. So congratulations, buddy, on the win and finally bringing one home there, because you've had just absolutely no luck at all.
Yeah, I had to dust the seat off here in the booth because it's been a while.
Dude,
well, we've always got it warm for you, buddy.
Jeff Hale, when you're behind the 15, like with the caution before the last caution, I was like, oh no, man. I remember seeing that 29 car behind me back in the day, and he's got his teeth in this guy, and he's going to get going. And definitely that was vintage Jeff, and great pass. Just like I said, man, this dude early on a restart, he's a great restarter. He's a great cold tire guy. He's a great hot tire guy. But you give him a restart, and this guy is going to attack, and that's exactly what you did. You got the lead, and then it was all over.
Yes.
When I seen Jeff make the move to go by Matt, I go, well, I'm following him. And I think Mark was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy night. Those 3 teammates got together there early on, made it 3 wide, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, probably a little too much cautions of what we normally want to have. But that last restart, I mean, I knew I had to try to make a early move on Matt, trying to stay up on as much as I could as soon as we went green, and figured it'd be my only shot. Kind of did a little bit of a crossover move on him because he drifted up high, I think, on the last restart, and he might have took a while a little bit. So. Great
pressure, the perfect time when you made the pass, and you also, by doing that, he had to get on the outside line, and you guys put that guy that's been kicking your butts here all year. You guys put him. Showed him the back room, tonight.
Well,
it was like getting the back with the dogs, son. So I dare guarantee next week Matt Watkins is going to be looking for you guys. So you better be ready.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, our podium finishers here: Ken Hansen, Mark DeSenza, and your winner, Jeff Hale.
Too.
Good job, guys.
Thank you,
this is gone. My info here in the bottom of OBS says we've been recording for 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 27 seconds.
I knew it was gonna be a
so
long
this was a long one. So we're gonna put a bow on this one right now. Thanks again for joining us in the booth, guys, for the post-race show and sticking that out. Thanks everybody for sticking it out there in YouTube. We've got a lot of chat going through this. It's good to have that interaction.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. Thanks for my coworkers showing up.
And subscribe if you haven't already. Have to do the YouTuber thing because it does help us grow, help us get FSB out there, as we use this as a recruiting tool, not as a moneymaker.
Thanks to you too, because we couldn't do this without you. So good job.
Thanks, guys.
I ain't seen none of that money yet.
Yeah, exactly. It's monopoly money. That's
it's in the mail.
All money's fake anyway. So what are you gonna do? But thanks as always, Milty.
That's a long story. Yeah.
Thanks as always, Milty, for joining me in the booth, doing what you do, helping me fill the dead air, because otherwise I would have been lost.
I'm all
especially
about
on this
that,
one. Thanks our series admin Ryan Johnson, our league admin and promoter Mr. Sam Young, and of course our series sponsor and all our series sponsors. But tonight's sponsor is Bill Farmer, Farmer Bros Contracting, putting up the hardware that these guys are racing for. I'm not sure what you guys can do to catch Matt, but you've got to figure it out because you got 4 more races to do it in.
Maybe
Next
you'll have
week we're
computer problems or something.
twice.
Hey,
He's got to do it twice, and then you got to still run him down.
Hey, shout out real quick to Slim. He ran a good race, and he had kind of worked out there a little bit.
Yeah,
I just
he had a
seen
connection
cars
issue.
flying in the air in front of me, but anyway, he had a good run too. So
Yeah,
of course he's our crew chief.
That straightened out, because the defending world champ.
did one of you two pick him?
No, I had Chris. I had
know
Chris,
you didn't pick me.
and
'Cause I'm up here.
Milty had Dent. So we both jinxed him pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, a quick congrats to you too, Shawn, for reaching your 100 win milestone there.
Well, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
Dude,
I know I got a ways to go
he's
to
a
catch you
director,
guys.
and he can drive too.
I know I got a ways
drive.
to go
He
to.
can drive, that's for sure. I ran with him at Darlington and some of these others. He can drive. Believe me.
Yeah, he good.
I know he hates Darlington though, but anyway.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I know.
That's where 8 of those have come from, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, and that's one of the toughest tracks. So that tells you something right there.
Yeah, I know I got a ways to go to catch the guy that likes of you and Hale and Slim, but yeah, it was a personal milestone. It was fun.
Well, we're gonna retire.
Glad
soon.
to be able to reach it.
No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Hell no, man. You got your second win now, Mark.
Yeah, I hear you. No, good job though, Shawn. That's a good accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Fantastic run with.
Well, when you get 100 wins, I don't, and you're racing against some of the best sim racers. That's something to stay right there. So,
absolutely.
Good job.
Awesome. Man, I wish we were broadcasting that one because that was a crazy finish too. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and thanks again for joining us as always. And we're just gonna wrap this one up for tonight. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll catch you next week from Texas. And we're gonna think green thoughts. Everybody, just beam green thoughts into the universe.
Yeah,
and try and get through it in Texas next week. But until then,
where are you from?
for
Private? Texas.
Let's not get censored. But until then, for FSB Racing Live, saying good night. I'm Shawn Reap, and I'll catch you guys next week.